down about 150 points on the Dow. We are now looking at our fast chart. You can see this thing is just tanking. So let's look at we'll get a sense of how many ticks your average bar looks to be, right? So, easily over 10. Easily over 10 ticks. So it's really moving. Let's see what we can figure out. Breakout. We saw something like that yesterday, right? Just a big break above a trend line and a quick failure. Okay. I think this is going to try to get to this low, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I was just going to say, getting out of these before it hits the full stop. Oh, I have a 12 pip stop here. Let me change that. On the next trade. What is this? Are we break even? I'm getting out because I was just about to take a profit and it jumped up. So anyway, this new take profit, you can't see it on the screen, but I'm putting it back to 10. Okay. We tried to short. It really didn't get back down here. Now we're moving up. So we want to be careful not to start buying this thing too early. I can draw this. We have some equal lows here. So that was one contract. So that was down about $50. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart, right? You see that thing just selling off. What do we do here? Let's make this a little bigger so it's easier to see. There's some kind of triangle formation here, right? We don't have to really get into it too much, but we could notice that at least. Could this come down now? Am I going to be shorting too late again? Anyway, I'll get rid of these. I don't know. Maybe we'll try to make this a little shorter. But I think a trade should come up. You don't want to get caught in buying a breakout. See, it just the next bar was no follow through, but okay, we got some nice follow through after that. This looks like that we may need to go long here. Are we pulling back at all? Are we basing? Right? Are we pulling back or are we basing? Are we really going to go higher? You have this consolidation area over here, right? Which may be helping the price to stall. Let's go. At least I could put a stop under here almost. We'll let this baby try to run a little bit. We never know when the run's going to stop, but we know we're about half of our past trade. You know what we can do? We can leave the stop here for now. And this is okay. If it stops us out, look, it came right down to the 20. It held, but let's see. Here's the first thing I'm going to do is protect this. We really should have this stop here now. I don't want to be in this trade if we're going to go down. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? 45. Let's get out after that. So, this brought us to precisely break even. Okay, with our other trade. So yeah, 11 ticks. So we took care of the other trade and the commission. So here we are. Break even. We have this, right? So since we have this, let's draw this. Looks kind of funny, but I think it's worth drawing. Okay, what are we doing? It's not as long as that downtrend, but we're trending up. Do we want to go long again? We may want to. Oh, it looks like it's reversing, right? Looks like this mini uptrend's reversing and it's going to go down, right? But we know it may continue. So let's go long since I saw some momentum coming in there. Let's put this a little further up. Oh, are we getting stopped out? Yeah. Okay, that's all right. We're going to keep doing our thing. We're still trading one contract. Really really looking like it's kind of reversing down, but the reason why I just went long is I don't necessarily believe it. Then again, this is sort of a retrace of a larger trend. So you'd have to be nimble and be willing to say, what am I talking about? I should be going short, right? Now I'm late. I'm late on that. So now I'm a bit unsure. We're 3 trades in. I think I'm gonna go short. Stop that again. Okay, we are getting some momentum. This is the time where we decide whether we want to step up some size or even think about taking a big rest and deciding if we need to keep trading right now. That's always part of the story. But if something looks really good, I want to make my profits back. Okay, breakout, fail. Here. Is this going to fail? I'll tell you what, I'm going to trade 2 contracts and get aggressive here. And try to be quick to get out of the trades that aren't working. All right. So that was a few ticks. It was 2 contracts. You've pulled back now to the 20. The loss is smaller. The commissions are slowly growing. This is in an uptrend. We're back at an average and some sort of a line. We poke through it. Do we hold it? This can be a nice pullback to get long here. But you want to stay as unbiased as possible. But let's see how this bar closes. What are we at? 68.70. It's closing now. I mean, is this really going to start a downtrend here? Okay, maybe a little more selling than I thought. Okay, now we have to think. This is not going up. All right. let's get a pullback. Now, if we wanted to go short, this is an issue. We have to take note of that, right? Price has to really move past here. So far for me, this is tricky session. We're at 2 contracts now. I don't think I'm going. I don't think I'm going back to 1. All right. How is this bar closing? Now I know what the risk is here, but I may go short. Am I getting stopped out? It's like so. It's kind of you have to be so quick. I should be out of the trade now. I think I may 40, 20. Do we get one push lower? We can get out of that. Okay, so that's another few ticks. Potential minor support area, poke through it. We're somewhere around break even, right? So we want to make some money. Let's watch closely and jump in and out of something. Oh, that was a nice attempt to start moving higher. But if this fails, I may go short again. That looks like momentum, bullish momentum, bullish momentum. Could easily fail, could easily end. Look, we could even do this. This is 3 lows. Oh wow, it's 4 lows. Look at this one back here. Perfect. Okay, that bullish momentum kind of stopped. So I don't know what we're doing here. I have no idea. Okay, let's see if we have a trade. Gonna pop back up. Try to get near that average or above this green line, or no, it's failing. I think it's failing. What happened there? I just took a profit before I even realized it. That was funny. What? 43? Yeah, that was 7 ticks before I even. You see what? Did you hear what happened? As soon as the trade was in, you heard my bell that indication that I bought. That I closed the position. So I'm going to put something on my other screen and try to see where we are. We're up. We're up after commissions and all this. Let's try to maybe be up a little more, and then I can get my breakfast. We're only working with coffee as fuel, so I'm doing the wrong thing. Please note, I am doing the wrong thing. Trading without having breakfast. We're doing simulator trades, but still, we should treat everything as we would do live. That's why we're not going above 2 contracts. Okay, let's see. Let's maybe get one more, wrap this up or pause it, and that's it. It'll be a short session. It's just above. I'm sorry. It's just before 10. So we've been doing this for 20 minutes. 20 minutes with 7 trades, and that was kind of quick. These trades really, they creep up on me. Next thing you know, I made more trades than I wanted to, or even sometimes that I realize. Okay, I think we can just get some more profit out of this. Let's zoom out. Let's see what we're dealing with here. You'd say that the flow is down, right? Nice big retracement, but the flow seems down. Okay, this gap down. This is risky. This is, I think, a risky thing to short. I don't know. Today it's a matter of just being very nimble because I do not know what the price is doing or what it's going to do. I don't have a really great idea. What's this? Some kind of trend line that we won't leave there too long. Do we break out and then get that would be a nice sort of double resistance. Oh, look at this. Something's up. Let's get rid of this line. I see a 20 contracts went off on the bid at 40. I think I want to sell this market. I think that's what I want to do. Let's take some ticks here. $80. All right, so I'm done. Look at that. It stopped right at the Oh man, did you see that bullish attempt just fail? I don't know. If this is going to start tanking, maybe I'll do one more trade. We're back to well, that's funny. $95. Yesterday $95 was the number. We're at $95 after commission and about a half hour of trading, and now this thing's starting to go. Yeah, it may be a volatile day. Okay, let's pause it for now. $95, a half hour. If you want some more stats, 62.5% profitable. Average time in these trades was half a minute. All right, we'll be back. We'll do a few more trades. Let me see about some breakfast. So I will pause, and who knows, maybe even finish. Okay, we're back. Here's what I did. This was our trading from earlier. The market just took out some support and is really moving today. So I drew this horizontal line here. You see how it was actually used as it turned out to be resistance when the price came back and tested it. So we have here, maybe a range forming. It's 1142. And this market is really going. Let's see. Maybe we'll take a scalp here. That's not what I wanted. Simple, simple. We're doing nothing new here. We're just acknowledging that this thing really broke down. So we have this area here we can try to work with, and then if price gets up here, we're going to pay close attention. But for now, maybe we'll do one more scalp within this potential range. I'm gonna copy this just because we have 3 equal highs here. We have 4 here. We have 3 here. This is a little less clear, but I'll put this here because of all these tails and the nice. It still was a nice pivot. Okay, we see here. By the way, we can review this stuff later. This was like picture perfect trend continuation, you know? Anyway, let's see what we have going on. You know, we'll go back to one contract. That's an important point. Yeah, let's go back to one contract. Let's see. You know what? I'll take short. Okay. Now we're at that bottom. Oh, we're going to break through it. That was 7 ticks, right? So now we're back in business here. Man, is this thing moving today? Let's see. I'll do it again. I want to be careful. You know, you could certainly say I missed that trade. Was that an attempt to pull back? I want to take advantage of these trend days, make some money. Oh, this is like, there's no green bars here. I mean, but you see there's overlap. There's overlap here. It didn't keep kind of shooting down. It did pause, but it can't. It really, there's no buying that's helping this thing. Okay. Now, there you go. There you go. Okay, let's get short. But you know what's going to happen. You know the risk with this kind of stop. I think it's worth it. There you go. It's trying to pull back. I want to get short. I'm short. You know what? I'll leave that take profit there. There we go. It's another 7. Come on, let's pull back. You see, look at this. Oof, man, these moves are so, these are big moves. Now look, it really looks like it's staging a comeback, right? How does this bar close? Okay. I'm going to do it again. Oh, it's really fighting here. I would have been stopped out, right? Very quickly. Now it tried to pull back. Is it going to fail a couple of times? This is almost like a bull flag, right? Like a mini bull flag. It is. It found a short-term bottom, right? But does it get here? What happens when it gets here? Remember, I wanted to see what happens when it gets all the way back up here, but it just started tanking. It didn't need to pull back that far. Let's go maybe one more trade, and then we could do some sort of a review. Oh, that gapped. Is it going to hold? Is it going to hold? Yep, I'll try it. Yeah, that's, and you see, I didn't hit the close button. Look at that. That was like a tick or two from being stopped at. Okay, I think we need to stop here. We went back to one contract. We are at 185 on this sim trading session just before noon. You see this? Let me show it to you. Running P&L is here. 185. It's not bad. I mean, we had how many trades? 11, a little more than I'd like, but and you can imagine that the afternoon, lately these indices, I guess even in Forex, there's some nice moves. If you look at this particular session, as if you were trading bigger size, you're talking about 300 bucks just on a 350 bucks just in a morning session. All right, anyway, I'm going to end this now, and I'll do some in-depth review, or at least I'll kind of review these trends, and you want to etch this in your head, how these things pull back. Once momentum comes into the picture, how do these things pull back? Are they basing and dropping? Are they swinging back? Right? This was like, this tried to swing back here. Let's just look at one particular example. Right? So if we go like this low is 608, right? Then this high is 617. So, you get a sense, and you have to be quick about how these things move back, Right? So if that's 9 ticks, and that would have been the exact stop loss, right? That's the amount of the stop loss we had set. So you have 9, right? Then you have 98 to 10. So that's 12, right? So you have a 9-tick pullback, a 12-tick pullback, right? So you have to be quick. Anyway, we'll stop this for now.